Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in. So today's video is not just only about Bitcoin. We are also going to look at Ethereum price action and even BNB, Binance coins. Yes guys, we are going to talk about all of this one by one into this video. So please destroy that like button before I jump into the content. And for those individuals watching the first time, come on, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So looking at this in a weekly time frame, I like to keep things simple. In the past price action, when we found out the price of Bitcoin after this 364 days of downtrend, finally started to show bullishness, finally started to break out of the 21 weekly exponential moving average. What happened after that? The price of Bitcoin after that got attracted towards the 0.5.618 Fibonacci line before turning bearish, right? And now in 2021, 2022, if you look at this downtrend, this downtrend also lasted around 364 days, and now the price is also starting to show bullishness. So if this best case scenario for Bitcoin is going to play out, where we could get attracted towards the 0.5.618 Fibonacci line before turning bearish, just like from the past price action, you can see guys, the price of Bitcoin could get attracted towards the 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, which is sitting around 40,000 range before turning bearish. Yes, this here right now is the best case scenario for Bitcoin, and it's not just only the price action which is flashing us the potential uptrend for the upcoming days, upcoming month for Bitcoin, but also the weekly RSI. Yes guys, in the past price action, if you look at this from 2018, before this massive rally started, RSI was clearly oversold. And once the RSI in a weekly started appearing above 50 level, you can see we got attracted towards the overbought area. And only after getting attracted towards the overbought area, the price of Bitcoin started showing weakness. So in our case, RSI again above 50 level, which is a bullish sign. And now if you look at this current structure, you can see we still have few more room here to the upside before showing some sort of exhaustion before starting a new corrective movement. So what is this RSI line also pointing us right now? The RSI line is pointing us that until or unless we reach around this overbought area, the price of Bitcoin after some range bound could still continue this uptrend, and this bullish scenario plays out, then you can see 0.5.618 is where we could be getting attracted. And not only in a weekly time frame guys, this uphill run scenario is still there once we break the falling trend line into proper support. Yes guys, this falling trend line resistance needs to be flipped into proper support, which is around 29,500, 29,600 range. This is what we talked on my yesterday's video, and I'm still showing you this because I just want you guys to see what is going to happen if the price finds proper support above this key line of resistance. Because as soon as we break the key line of resistance from this bump and run reversal pattern, then the price of Bitcoin is going to enter this uphill run, and that could turn the price very bullish. But we know it's not that easy to break out of this key line of resistance. Why? Because in a bigger frame or in a daily time frame, the price, even though it's forming this bullish continuation pattern, right, this right angle broadening wedge, the price of Bitcoin is still facing resistance around the 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, and getting rejection around that area could still be looked as a dead cat bounce continuation pattern. So that's why in the medium short term, we want the price of Bitcoin to break out of this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line around 29,500, 29,600 to invalidate the bearish scenario. So we definitely want the price of Bitcoin, even after some shakeup, if it's going to happen, right, to continue this uptrend here in this manner. But what is most important for us? The support which you have around 27,000. Yes guys, if we remain above 27,000, if we close the monthly April candle above 27,000, then I am going to look at this as a continuation pattern. So that's why guys, the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term definitely needs to overcome the resistance. And this resistance is not just only from the Fibonacci line, right, but also from the ascending channel, which we have already talked in my video. The support line acted as a resistance, right, and now the price is showing some sort of a pullback. But please be careful, 27,000 is one of the most important line, and we are clearly above it. And in the medium short term, even if we do see any sort of shakeout, as I've showed you with this example, it is absolutely okay guys. I mean some range bound, right, here in this manner before breaking here to the upside. So let's hope that the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term breaks out of this 29,000 529,600 at any cost, because breaking that will clearly trigger another bullish continuation here, following the bullish right angle broadening wedge continuation pattern and even the bump and run reversal pattern. Now let's jump into Ethereum price action. Now, if we look at this Ethereum price action in a weekly time frame, you can see very clearly, guys, the price of Ethereum is not just only forming this double bottom pattern, but also a pattern which is known as Adam Eve. Yes, Adam Eve pattern, the neckline, which has already been broken, got retested. I mean, the price right now, since it's hovering around this 1900 1800 range, is still holding the neckline. So in the bigger frame, we just need the price of Ethereum to remain above 1800 1900 to remain bullish, because if we break below that range, then we know this Adam and Eve is going to be invalidated and the price of Ethereum could be retesting the 1600 1700 support as well. Why? Because in a daily time frame, if we look at this price structure, right, you can see very clearly, guys, in the past price action, the price of Bitcoin has always followed the rising trend line. The rising trend line always acted as a strong line of support. But when the rising trend line support fails, what could be happening? We could be coming back to test the 1870 range and even lower. Yes, this horizontal trend line, which previously acted as a strong line of resistance, could be acting as a strong line of support one more time around 1820 1830 range. So for now, if the price of Ethereum fails the support from this rising trend line, then the next target is 1820, right? And even lower. I mean, if the price of Bitcoin gets attracted towards the 27,000, 25,000 range, in that case, the price of Ethereum could be getting attracted towards the next area of confluence here to the downside, right? Which previously acted as a strong line of resistance. And that is sitting around 1,700, 1,680 range. So that's why I showed you with this bigger frame. If the price here is going to fail to hold this 1800, 1900 range, 1600, 1700 could be also on the line, and that will be another 10 to 11% price retracement. And now let's quickly jump into Binance coin. Now, if you look at this BNB price action here in a weekly time frame, guys, a very simple formation is forming, which is known as rising wedge. Yes, rising wedge is considered bearish as soon as we break the lower trend line support. Yes, this lower trend line right now is considered as a very important line of support for Binance, around 320 319 price range. So if the support from this rising trend line in a weekly gets broken, then the next area or the price objective from this rising wedge could bring the price of BNB around $247 $250 range. Yes, guys, this lower trend line is going to be looked as the next upcoming target if the price of BNB in a weekly closes below this rising trend line around $320 range. And we know, guys, it's not just only because the price right now is forming this rising wedge, but if we simply add another trend line here to the upside, doesn't matter. You can see this is still, right, this is still looked as a bearish continuation pattern. I mean, even if we take the entire range bound here, which we had since couple of months, right, you can see this is still considered bearish because this is also another rising wedge forming for BNB. So if we lose the support, we are not just only losing the support from this bigger rising wedge, we are also losing the support from the smaller rising wedge, and that could bring the price to us $240 $250 range. So that's why, guys, that's why to all BNB holders, let's hope the price in the medium short term remains above $320 $325 range, because doing that, we could be seeing another attempt to break out from this upper trend line. And in this case, right, if the price shows bullishness, then we are not just only going to look this as a rising wedge, but we are going to look this as a ascending triangle, which is considered bullish. Yes, guys, ascending triangle, once we manage to break this resistance into support, yes, if the price of BNB or let's say if the price of Bitcoin starts showing bullishness, if the price of Ethereum starts showing bullishness, or the entire crypto market starts showing bullishness, then this will be looked as a ascending triangle, and ascending triangle is a bullish continuation pattern. So for this bullish continuation pattern to play out, we have to overcome the resistance around $345, $350 range. Once we do that, this is going to be a bullish continuation. So that's why, guys, all focus right now is going to be around Bitcoin, because if the price of Bitcoin breaks out from this 29,500, 29,600 resistance line, then I am actually expecting the bullish scenario for Ethereum also to play out, the double bottom pattern, RMNE pattern, and even for BNB. I mean, this ascending triangle scenario is going to be playing out. So this is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If that's the case, then please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now, by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.